Hey there, what is going on guys? Before I started having less frequent uploads, I had started a series in which I would share the top 5 seeds from MinecraftSeeds.net every other week. Well, here I am again, working with the site to provide you with some more seeds that have been featured on the site. If you have any seeds that you want to submit to the site, you can create an account and upload them to the site, and perhaps it will be popular enough to reach the best seeds page. Anyways, I have a pretty broad selection of seeds for you this week. I hope that maybe one of them is one that you like, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. The first seed I have for you today was submitted to the site by Smear Plays Roblox. This seed features 2 desert temples and a village within the same desert. You spawn in, or at least right next to, the desert, and a quick travel south only a couple hundred blocks will bring you to this marvelous location. So not only do we get the loot from the desert temples, but there is a blacksmith within the village too. We're getting a little bit greedy here. I found some iron, an iron chest plate, iron leggings, an iron sword, a saddle, and some food within the blacksmith. The temple right next to the village has an infinity book and a smite 5 book. And of course an emerald, horse armor, gunpowder, and some of the other stuffs that you'd get within a temple. In the other temple, I actually got 2 diamonds, so combine those diamonds with all the other great loot, and we're looking awesome. There was also some gold, emeralds, iron, horse armor, a saddle, and such within that temple. So yeah, that's some pretty solid loot within a desert that is right near your spawn. Pretty cool. The next seed was submitted to the site by CodeLight. This seed spawns you within a Mesa Biome and right next to a river that leads into an ocean. There's actually a small cave opening right next to the spawn that leads to some coal, if interested. Additionally, the top of the Mesa Hills is actually a Mesa Plateau F biome, so there are some trees at the top, which is of course needed to start off, so that's good. If you're wondering about some quick food, simply follow the river into the mesa. You'll come across a desert village pretty quickly. You can use the farms here for food if you'd like to do that. There isn't a blacksmith here, but it's nice to get the food and villagers anyways. There are some other places you can explore, like temples and other villages. One temple and one village are pretty close by. The village has more farms for you to get food from. Again, no blacksmith, but the food is very useful, as well as the villagers. In the temple, I found a golden apple, some horse armor, a protection 4 book, emeralds, gold, iron, an infinity book, and a silk touch book, so that's pretty awesome. This is a really nice mesa seed if you're interested in that. This seed is one that I personally found. I actually created a video to show off everything in the seed in detail. So if this seed interests you, please feel free to check it out. This seed actually features a mansion pretty close to spawn. I show you a quick way to reach the mansion in video without stressing over coordinates too much. But yeah, finding a mansion this close to spawn is really cool since mansions are pretty tough to come by, especially ones that are close to spawn. I was thrilled to be able to discover this seed myself. I also show off some other locations in my video. I start off by showing a village that is right next to a ravine. Then I show off a double ravine that is just something that looked really interesting. Near that double ravine is another village, which again is next to another ravine. This village features a blacksmith with some iron gear. And finally, close by, in seeing distance, is another village with a blacksmith. That blacksmith for this village also has some iron gear. So overall, there's quite a bit to explore with the coordinates I provide and locations I provide, and of course, more if you so wish to explore it more for yourself. Of course, the main focus is that there is that mansion right near your spawn location. The next seed was posted by Deadboy on minecraftseeds.net. He found the seed in Minecraft version 1.11, but I can't confirm it is the same in Minecraft version 1.12, just as most seeds are, I think, at least the ones in this video. Anyways, this seed spawns you right next to two villages. Right by some mountains, you'll be able to see a village. This spot is really cool, and I think the mountains are a great location to be able to build near. Being able to see the mountains from your spawn location gives you a great place to build a cool looking spawn village or town or city. The blacksmith within the village has some iron tools, gold horse armor, gold, and food. Not too far away, pretty much directly north, you'll be able to see another village. This taiga village is a nice looking village which I personally would use as a transformation project and build a small little forest port town that connects to the ocean nearby. There are other villages that aren't too far away in different directions if you wish to travel to those too. But I really wanted to focus on the ones right nearby spawn and right next to each other because that's really cool to see. The final seed in this video was shared to us by Super Awesome Bob 9. I've added a pretty decent variety in this video, so I think it's okay that I finish off the video with 2 spawn village seeds since those are pretty popular. Anyways, this seed spawns you right next to a village. As noted on the post, this village is actually a zombie village, so you won't have the luxury of using the villagers unless you get some in there yourself by whatever means you decide. This village does have a blacksmith with some pretty solid loot, including iron products and a diamond. Additionally, on the post, it was noted that there are 2 acacia villages not too far away. About 100 blocks away, we can come across a village that is situated on a plateau or a small hill area. So we get those really tall village buildings and pretty weird looking roads within the village. The village is an interesting looking one. Another 800 blocks or so away is another acacia village that is a bit more normal looking, and it's a pretty small village. However, right next to the village you can see that there's a small ravine poking out from the surface that you can explore too. Overall, a pretty interesting seed. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really like to be able to add in a variety of different types of seeds into videos, and I thought I was able to accomplish that with this one. We got to see a mansion seed, village seeds, desert temple seed, and a mesa seed. All with their very own pretty cool and unique qualities, so that's cool. Hopefully you may have found one that can be useful for you. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of my other videos if you're new around here. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out of here. See ya.